Shy Guy Mask. The real Morgan. So Legends of Kingdom Rush has been out for a few weeks, meow. And this game demands that you be thoughtful, tactical, lucky, and very, very careful. So let's throw all that out. And ask
Adventure awaits.
the following question. Any minute now.
Is that good?
Where is it? Can you beat Legends of Kingdom Rush with just melee heroes? Now, it seems like we're failing already on the second battle. Unfortunately, we're going to have to use our ranger to shoot over these impossible to get over crates. Wait a minute. I remember that like it was yesterday. Just do that 3 times and it should be good, right? Okay, so let's go back in. Just make him run away. We got to follow the rules. Okay? So, just use the shield on him. Make him run away until his shield charges back up. Use Shield of Retribution. Hey, so crazy it might just work. Actually pretty cool. Is this the best move in the game? The dab, the Avenging Strike. Now we have this very tricky battle that literally I died on about 5 times. No joke. It doesn't look that bad when you have 5 against 1. It's just Mr. Lightseeker versus all these guys. It's kind of tricky to know what to do. And then you have to get a lot of good RNG because sometimes the archers will do 1 damage to you with your Shield of Retribution on, and then it'll reflect back to them, but they'll only be taking 1 damage, which isn't enough to kill them. So you have to play this over and over again until 1 or 2 of the archers hit you, which means you have to position well and wait and run away and all that kind of stuff. It's a frustrating battle. I put this in here so that you could just see the whole thing and see what a full frustrating take looks like, because you can get pretty close at times. I don't even know right there if I could have run up and hit them. Maybe I should have gone for the fireworks. I don't know, but it's hard with just Gerald because he's the only melee character we have right now. So we just keep trying to figure out what to do. And yeah, you're kind of at the mercy of RNG. Luckily, we have a healing strike that we can do, but we just keep dying. So, you gotta get lucky. Okay, right there. That guy took 2 damage. That basically guarantees I'm gonna win. What do those Tesla coils do? Will they kill you? Freaking finally we got through that. Jeez. Okay, so now we gotta carefully choose our party. I think I'm gonna go with a Regson because Gerald is just so overpowered. It's not even fun most of the time. And plus, a Regson can heal and still do a lot of damage, and he has a ranged rolling strike that does a good amount of damage. Yeah, he's not as easy to use as Gerald, but he does heal. And then we got Dark Knight, who does all this blood satisfaction. The Dark Knight does all of the retribution damage, which is awesome. Everything's going pretty swimmingly so far. And then, yeah, we get Orc Cleaver on this mission, in this world, which is awesome. Sasquatch is actually proving to be really useful, too. I might use him through the entire run because he can AoE from far away, and that's allowed in this challenge. It's okay, No, he actually went down right there? Dang. That big bad wolf is not kind. So we get this phenomenal ability, which lets him counterattack for every single melee strike against him. Orc Cleaver OP, baby. And we just cruise along. Now, I think there's an achievement here if you make the soldiers run away so that not a single one of them dies. So that's what I'm trying in this. And then when it's safe, I have him go up and stun, which is pretty darn useful. Works really good, especially against that big boy. And then they all go down. Saved all 3 for once. Boss time. Okay. Now, I'm doing a lot of cuts in here. If you've never played this game, or even if you have, maybe it looks like I'm making the perfect decisions on the fly. I'm definitely not. I cut out, seconds of thinking for every single move, tediously, through this entire thing. So, I hope you appreciate that. I hope it was worth it. But it does make the gameplay just a lot more easy to watch. But this boss, he takes down, most of my guys except for just my Dark Knight and my Sasquatch, unfortunately. So he takes me a long time. He's moving around. I don't have a lot of moving spaces available. Like, I can usually only move about 2 notches, but hey man, we kill him with some patience. Victory onto the snow world.
Adventure awaits. Huzzah!
Okay, so now we're just trying to get some good RNG. And some of these battles I've been getting for like the first time, which are pretty cool. That's one of the huge replayable awesome things about this game. And yeah, I totally stole that meme from Fadouk. So we engage in this snowball fight. I rarely ever fight these abominable snowman guys, these Yeti things. But when you do, I honestly think that they're pretty hard, pretty consistently. They have just weird attacks, and you don't have enough engagements with them to really know, like, what can they even do to me? So it's boss time again. And for this, it's pretty straightforward. I've done this boss fight so many times trying to grind up some of my main characters, especially Bruxa and Gerald. I played these, I don't know, 30 to 40 times, so I've gotten a lot of experience playing these boss fights, and Orc Cleaver is OP, man. He's freaking awesome. But we do have to worry about our positioning a decent amount with the last phase of this boss that's coming up. So here we go. Alright, so I think if I send all my guys at him at once, I can just murder him before he gets any chance to heal or anything like that. So yeah, it worked out pretty good. Kids, don't go into strange places with strangers. We did it anyways. Alright. There's like barely any mandatory battles. I think there's like 3 here, which is awesome. I get Dark Knight, which is sweet because if I got a ranged hero, then I'd either have to reset or just make them run to the back of the level every single time, which would be really frustrating. So I'm just trying to like not let my guys die for the most part. I'm not being too strict about it because I have so much health. And that's really one of the nicest things about Sasquatch and Barbarian. Now, I don't think that Barbarian ended up being a very good choice. I like his spinny attack thing because that's pretty nice. But I end up switching out Knight and Dark Knight, and we're just at the last boss already because we pretty much cruised through all the battles. There's only about 3 of them, and they're all not that bad, honestly. Got some really good RNGs on my side. So we just try not to die, more or less. We finally get that one. This part of this boss, guys, if you've played this game a lot, Fadouk, if you're watching this, man, it's so frustrating. I did 1 damage right there, which is just freaking obnoxious. You'd almost rather do 0 damage and have a better chance at hitting them with like 8 or 10 or at least like 6 damage. But we just keep cruising along, guessing all of the mimics, and then we finally do it. Now we're on to the final stage. No, second to last stage. Darn it. And I don't plan frickin' Regson's strike where he heals himself and does more damage based on how much HP he's missing. I don't plan that attack very well. I was trying to save it up so it was ridiculously powerful and then I could do like 13 or 15 damage or something insane like that to the last boss, because having those big things really is nice, and this part always scares me. Just gonna be honest. But yeah, my knight dies. Frickin', I think the barbarian ends up dying too. I don't actually remember because I beat this pretty much all in 1 sitting yesterday. But the boss is at least kind of predictable. Now, there's some really frustrating things. You're constantly dodging the eyeballs, and it's kind of hard to see what path they're aiming down sometimes. The huge tentacles, the fire on the ground everywhere, but amidst it all, we take her down. Oh yes. Man, that was really fun. So can you beat Legends of Kingdom Rush with just melee heroes? Frickety yeah. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe or something.
Is that good?
You gotta say the last part.
I have to?
Yes.
Huzzah!